Thank you so much for making the time to be here with us today. I hope your morning has been going well so far. Did any of you have trouble finding the office?
Good morning, Mr. Bayu. No trouble at all. Your directions were very clear. Thank you.
Morning, sir. It was smooth for me as well. The location was easy to reach.
Good morning. I came a bit early just in case, but everything went well. Thank you for asking.
It's great to hear. We always try to provide clear instructions to avoid any hassle. And how was the traffic? How was the traffic this morning?
Not bad actually. It was a bit busy, but manageable.
I took a motorbike so I could skip most of the traffic.
It was a bit crowded on the main route, but I left early so it wasn't an issue.
Okay, great. So one of our team member will bring those in shortly. Alright, let's get started. To begin, I'd like to each of you briefly introduce yourself and share what motivated you to apply for your respective positions. First, Sita, would you like to start?
Sure. Okay, so my name is Sita Novitasari, and I recently completed several freelance projects involving Laravel and MySQL. I enjoy back-end development and solving real-world problems through efficient code. I applied for the junior web developer position because your tech stack aligns with my experience, and I admire the scalable system your company builds.
Thank you, Sita. And Nehemiah?
Hi, I'm Nehemiah Stephen. I have a background in IT support and have worked on a range of my tasks from software installation to even tech setup. I enjoy problem solving and working closely with users. I'm interested in the IT staff position because I want to grow technically while supporting a dynamic teams like yours.
Okay, great. And Sabran?
Hello, my name is Sabran Jamila. I've held administrative and treasury roles in student organization where I manage data entry and financial reports. I'm applying for the data entry or admin staff position because I value structure, detail, and supporting organizational flow. I also enjoy working with tools like Excel and Google Sheets.
Okay, for Sita, your CV shows strong experience with Laravel and MySQL. Could you describe a project where you had to optimize database performance?
Certainly. I once developed an inventory system where the report generation was noticeable slow. I identified inefficient joins and added indexes to K columns. After restructuring the queries and normalizing parts of the database, I reduced query load times by about 40%.
Very good. And how do you usually respond to feedback or criticism on your code?
I treat it as a change to grow. Once, a client suggested the UI I built wasn't user-friendly enough. I took that feedback and improved the layout using Bootstrap components. The client was much happier with the result.
Okay, great mindset. What excites you about our company tech environment?
I saw that your team uses modern frameworks like Laravel and Vue.js. That excites me because it's an opportunity to contribute to clean, scalable solutions while continuously learning.
Okay, for Nehemiah, you have worked on variety of tasks across industries. How does this flexibility support your role in IT?
It's helped me stay adaptable. For example, I once had to troubleshoot a sound system during a wedding while also handling the projector. That mix of technical and communication skill has proven valuable in IT support where every situation is unique.
Okay, so how would you approach setting up a secure office network?
I begin by configuring a firewall, setting up VLAN to separate departments, enabling endpoint protection, and scheduling regular security audits. Usability is important too, so I'd aim for a secure system that's also easy for the team to use.
Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
I hope to specialize in cybersecurity, ideally within this company. I'd love to contribute not just as support staff, but as someone who helps shape secure long-term infrastructure.
Okay, for Sabran. Sabran, your background shares lot of responsibility with records. How do you handle discrepancies in financial or data reports?
I always double check against source document. If I find discrepancies, I trace the origin, consult with the team if I need, and revise the entry. After that, I often implement a cross-check system to prevent future mistakes.
So describe the time when you had to juggle multiple deadlines.
Um, During midterms, I had to submit student council reports while preparing for exam. I create a detailed hourly schedule and delegate certain tasks. Prioritizing and staying calm help me meet all the deadlines.
How comfortable are you with Excel?
Very comfortable. I've built automated budget tracker using formulas, pivot table, and VLOOKUP that help reduce manual tracking time by over 5 hours per month.
Okay. One thing we value here is collaboration. How do each of you handle working with colleagues who have different working styles?
I usually initiate a programming session or check-in so we can align our expectation and approach problems together.
I start by listening to how others prefers to work. Then I suggest adjustment that suit both sides, especially when it comes to tone or timelines.
I try to adapt my communication. Some people prefer clear written tasks, others like verbal coordination. I adjust based on that to avoid misunderstanding.
Very thoughtful responses. Do any of you have questions about the company or your respective roles?
Yes, I'd like to know more about the onboarding process for a developer here.
What kind of training or certification are encouraged for IT staff?
Is there a system or software you currently use for data entry and record management?
Great questions. All new hires go through a 2-week onboarding with mentor pairing. Developers are introduced to our code base and tools. IT staff receive access to infrastructure, training, and admin staff are guided through our internal systems. We also support relevant certification and learning programs. Okay, thank you for all your time and thoughtful answers. We truly appreciate your interest in joining our team. We'll be reviewing all applicants carefully and we'll get back to you by next Friday at the latest.
Thank you, Mr. Bayu. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks for the warm welcome and the chance to share my background.
Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you.
Best of luck to all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Minister.